It is renovation week, guys. We are super excited to have you here. It's going to be some big changes coming up, but we can't wait to get started. Let's go. To kick off our renovations, we are going to cut a cabinet in half. So this is kind of a big one. We wanted to get rid of it and save ourselves some space, so we took out that cabinet. And I kind of took it apart, saved some wood if I could. But now it's time to cut it. So what we're going to do is just kind of cut right down halfway through what we want to cut off, so I can kind of get a feel for my new saw. And yeah, pretty excited to get going. All right, it cuts through the stuff. Yeehaw! Are you recording that?
Yeah, I'm recording.
All right. So the reason I did that is I wanted to see how far I could make it through here, and also I kind of wanted to score it a little bit. But yeah, so there we go.
Well, it's day 2. We lost you guys yesterday. It took a lot longer to cut this cabinet, but we have it done. Look, it's so much like cuter and tiny.
Look at all the space we save here.
Yes.
It's not so cramped getting in the van now. Look at all this open space.
This is our cute little cabinet now. We are gonna miss the little bit of like area of the counter to do dishes, but we'll figure it out. It's fine.
Okay, so today, that was a big project yesterday. We're kind of going in phases. Today we're going to try and get the electrical sorted out because our inverter is massive and we got another battery, so we kind of need to rearrange that area. Molly, what are you doing today?
I'm gonna do a bunch of different things. I'm gonna put our tile in, and then I'm going to cover up our cushions, and maybe take out the floor and do just a little bit of everything that I can.
Well, I got the electrical sort of figured out. I'll show you guys that in a second. But what we need to do is reinforce those boxes that everything is sitting in. It's just made of 1/4-inch plywood, and you can tell it's really flimsy. So what I'm gonna do is just cut some wood to put it in there to kind of reinforce it, so that way we can hang that big, heavy inverter off of it. All right, so I got the pieces cut. I'll show it to you guys right now. But these pieces right here, they kind of solidified the box that we have for our inverter, which is right here. It's huge, and it needed a little bit of extra support, so I put that in there. But what I think I might be able to do is I put our DC all the way over here, so this is where we'll have our 12-volt connections, like our fridge, our fan, our toilet, that kind of stuff. Our inverter for our AC connections will be right here, which is what you just saw. And then our solar controller will be right here. Now the fun begins of getting all of this stuff out of here to make room for the big guy that's in there, our second battery. But we'll have to see how that goes. I'll report back with you, hopefully with some good news. I don't have any good news for you. Like I said, I got pulled from my job to do somebody else's. She's got something that she wants to be done.
So we're doing our cushions differently. A friend on Instagram told us about this. So we're gonna put a little thin sheet of plywood underneath each of our cushions and staple our canvas covering onto that to upholster. We did Velcro with bed sheets before to cover them, and not a good idea. So this will be a much sturdier way to not have our cushions fall apart.
But yeah, so we got, Molly drew them out. You can barely see with all the shadows going on here. There we go. But Molly drew them out, so we got to make 2 of each of those. And a special guest has joined us out here. He doesn't make the camera very much anymore. Hi, buddy. Hi. He's on squirrel alert. But let's get to cutting.
We've got that all, well, Ty's got it all cutted. Cutted.
Oh my gosh, she's ridiculous.
We're gonna go get some lunch made and fill our bellies because I'm getting hangry.
Yes, she is. We're hungry, so we'll be right back.
Yes.
2 hours later.
I got that little number helping somebody get ready for putting on the cushions. She wanted help with the staple gun, or the stapler, so I put the staples in there, but I had to break them up, and not thinking I had the points up, and they went right into my thumb here. So I'm a little incapacitated, but I'll be all right, no big deal. But we're back from lunch, we got our tummies full. Now is the time Molly's gonna trace out another set of those wood backings for our cushions, and I'm gonna keep working on the electrical. So anything you wanna say, Molls?
Nope, but I'm excited to get these done. We probably won't show you until the reveal because it's a huge component to the look of the van.
I'm back. We're getting pretty comfortable with each other by now, aren't we? But I got some good news. Nothing's finished, but it's really exciting. So I want to start off with saying that this inverter here is pretty thick. Like really, it's like 4 inches or so, and it's too much for the size that we had in our box. And so I wanted to build some platforms to kind of accommodate the batteries. I can push them back into our benches a little bit more. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Alright, so as you guys can see, there's a little difference in the color of wood down there. So I actually have 3 different pieces of wood. They are all about 33 inches, but what I did is I made a stack of them, then I put the battery on here so I could push it back in here a little bit more, and by doing that I free up all of this space for the inverter and for some connections and things like that. So, like I said, it's nothing finished, but it's definitely makes it great because now I can almost just plug in everything as it was and make a few new connections, and the electric's ready to go again instead of like tearing it all out, putting it back in. So that's amazing news. I'm super excited about that. But because I'm done with this, Molly needs some help with the next cushion wood pieces things. So I'm going to cut those out as well and deliver those to her. And yes, I did get a new saw, thank you for asking. We got gift cards for Christmas from Molly's mom, and I was more than excited to buy a new saw with it, because our last ones didn't perform as well as we would like, so we got a good one this time. The pieces are cut. I'm gonna take them on into Molls. So you can see my fingers bleeding. I'm gonna take them on into Molls, drop them off. She does the sanding and all that stuff. I just do the hard stuff. And then I'm gonna drop it off for her, come back out, and I'm gonna keep working on our electrical. The goods have been delivered. Mollis and I got the canvas or fabric stapled onto our cushions. They look amazing, don't they, Mollis?
Yes, I'm so proud and I can't wait to show you guys. It is something you would never expect us to have in our van.
That's a good thing. But we are super excited about that. Molly has to measure for one last little cushion, and then I'm gonna keep working on our electrical.
I think we're gonna show you something. So I got the subway tiles, our tile on most of the way. It's not all the way done, but look. Look how good it looks. Doesn't it look amazing?
Back up here.
So we're only doing it to here because we're putting some other things over there that we're waiting to show you. But so this is a stick and peel tile, and right now I'm cutting it to put here, here, and here, and here, and filling it in. But all you do is peel off the back and just stick it on. There's no like grouting or anything. It takes like 10 minutes to do. It's wonderful.
Where'd we get this from?
I got it on Etsy from a small shop. I don't remember what the name was, but we can link it below and you guys can check it out. She has tons of different colors. And I got it done. I cannot wait to show you guys. And when we get our cushions in here and everything, I can't wait to give you guys a tour. But look at this. Do you like it?
I mean, yeah, I love it. It looks amazing.
Tomorrow.
It is now day 4. Sorry, we just keep losing you guys. We get so busy working. But it is day 4 today. We're gonna keep plugging along with the electrical. I am going to also try and get some fittings around and see what we need for the pump and stuff, or not the pump, but the filtration system for our water. And then, Malls, what are you doing?
I look like a marshmallow. I'm finishing up our little top desk area. On top of the countertops, there's some little things I'm gonna do. I'm going to finish up upholstering our seats, and then I'm gonna make our cabinet for the sink a little fancier because the one side just looks like it's a mishap of wood. But oh, and then I'm gonna also tear out the floor so we can get our new flooring in.
Last piece of the puzzle for our cushions, I have to cut off this longer piece. Molly needs it for the upholstering of our long back cushion.
He is exactly like you in every way. Except 1/8 your size.
Breathtaking. I shall call him Mini-Me.
She wanted one from that was like 70 inches long, and we just don't have wood, so we're gonna make do. The width is good, it's not long enough, but that's all right. We'll have to do what we have to do. But are you ready?
Yes.
You want to cut it?
I cut things the first time, not now. We can see your breath like a dragon.
A boss. Well, we ran into a snag with the electrical. The solar controller is basically not going to work anymore. The piece that screws up into the wires that will hold them into place isn't working, so we're gonna have to order a new one, I think. But not worrying about that right now. I'm gonna get some stuff that we need. We're gonna make a trip to Lowe's, and then we will be back to keep working.
Our little buddies outside. Moose Man. I got all of our cushions upholstered, so now I am working on cleaning out our sink. It has a bunch of sawdust, and then I'm going to get to redoing the side of this cabinet. I cannot think of my words. The side of this cabinet to make it look back to normal so we can put it in and start the plumbing. Mr. Moose is actually outside. It's really nice out. The sun's shining, and yeah, so that's what we're doing. Well, this is the end of this video. We lost you so much during this process, but we promise that we will bring you along better next time. We actually did not get as much as we thought done this week. We still have plumbing and electricity in the flooring, so we are gonna have round 2 of renovations, and then we'll have our awesome grand tour.
Yeah, it stinks because we came here hoping to get everything done, but the electrical just turned out to be a mess, a whole lot of reconfiguring. The plumbing wasn't hard necessarily, but it was more just, I didn't get started on it until later. So that, you know, took a little bit as well. But we got our cushions done, so that was super exciting. But yeah, you know, you're not going to get everything done all the time, and we accept that. Like, we're not mad about getting nothing done. It's just, or not nothing, but not getting completely done, but it is what it is.
I mean, our van build in 2020, we thought it would take 3 months. It took 6.
Yeah.
So, I mean, everything takes a little longer. But thank you for joining us for this round of renovations. We will see you next week for round 2 and maybe round 2, maybe not.
We'll see. I don't know.
We'll see you next week on Tuesday. Thank you so much for joining. Bye,
Bye guys.
Is that heavy?
You got a strong man.
Look how cute it is.
Yes. Can you see the wood when I cut?
Yes. We have a little